1847, Volume 2, Part 2, p. 518. KJ margin. On a later occasion, Elijah asked the Israelites, "How long will you be limping upon two different opinions? If Jehovah is the true God, go following him. But if Baal is, go following him." At that time the Israelites were claiming to worship Jehovah, but at the same time were worshipping Baal. Their course was unsteady and halting, like that of a lame man. During the contest that ensued, when the prophets of Baal were vainly trying from morning till noon to get their God to answer them, they kept limping around the altar that they had made. This may be a mocking description of the ritualistic dance or hobble of the fanatical Baal worshippers, or it may be that they limp because of their tiredness from the long, futile ritual. 1 Kai 18. 21-29. Limping, lameness, and stumbling are used in figures of speech to denote halting irregularity or unsteadiness in one's course of life, purpose, or speech. Bildad, supposedly warning Job of dangers ahead for him, said of a person taking a wicked course, "Disaster stands ready to make him limp." Job 18. 12. In a similar figure David and Jeremiah spoke of their enemies as waiting for them to make an unsteady step, watching for them to limp, so that, as Jeremiah's foes said, we may prevail against him and take our revenge upon him. J 20. 10. PS 38. 16, 17. The enemies of Jesus Christ wanted to see him stumble, or limp, in his speech so as to entrap him. Mount 22. 15. Proverbial usage. As one that is mutilating his feet which would make him lame, as one that is drinking mere violence, is he that is thrusting matters into the hand of someone stupid, said wise King Solomon. Truly, the man employing a stupid person to handle any project for him is doing crippling violence to his own interests. He is certain to see his proposed work collapse, with damage to himself. PR 26. 6. The Proverbs continue with a like illustration. Have the legs of the lame one drawn up water? Then there is a proverb in the mouth of stupid people. PR 26. 7. In ancient times, especially in cities built upon mounds, it was often necessary to climb down a ladder or a long stairway to bring water up from the well. A stupid person trying to speak or apply a proverb is as clumsy and ineffective as a lame man trying to carry water up a stairway. God's ancient nation. In speaking of the restoration o textoi acute miritra longo, Lamech 192 spiritually immature ones, who should be making better progress. Heb 5. 12-14. Then, after speaking of discipline, he said, "Keep making straight paths for your feet, that what is lame may not be put out of joint, but rather that it may be healed." Heb 12. 13. Even stronger ones should carefully watch how they walk in their Christian course, so that the weaker, spiritually lame ones would not stumble or injure themselves. If those stronger in faith used their spiritual freedom to do certain things that were lawful, those weaker in faith might be stumbled by their actions. Row 15. 1. The Apostle Paul sets forth as an example of this principle the matter of eating and drinking. Row 14. 13-18, 21. In this passage he counsels, in part, make this your decision, not to put before a brother a stumbling block or a cause for tripping. He says, it is well not to eat flesh or to drink wine or do anything over which your brother stumbles. Compare 1 Co 8. 7-13. On the other hand, the Apostle shows, a Christian should strengthen his own spiritual legs so that he will not limp or be stumbled by what occurs or by what someone else does. He should make himself strong so as to keep steady in the Christian course. Paul says, let the one eating not look down on the one not eating, and let the one not eating not judge the one eating, for God has welcomed that one. Row 14. 3. This principle was expressed by the psalmist. Abundant peace belongs to those loving your law, and for them there is no stumbling block. PS 119. 165. Those loving God's law will not be caused to limp with spiritual lameness over any matter. Complete healing. Lameness has caused many tears. Just as Jesus Christ healed many lame and maimed persons when he was on earth, even restoring dried up body parts. Mr. 3. 1, 5. Compare Luke 22. 50, 51, by means of a new heaven God's Son will again perform similar cures. This he will accomplish completely as high priest and king appointed by God, wiping out every tear from the eyes of humankind. Mount 8. 16, 17. Re 21. 1, 4. Lamech. 1. The son of Methuselah and a descendant of Cain. Ge 4. 17, 18. His lifetime and Adam's overlapped. Lamech had 2 wives, Ada and Zillah, at the same time and was the first polygamist of Bible record. Ge 4. 19. By Ada he had sons named Jabal, the founder of those who dwell in tents and have livestock, and Jubal, the founder of all those who handled the harp and the pipe. Ge 4. 20, 21. By Zillah, Lamech became the father of Tubal-Cain, the forger of every sort of tool of copper and iron, and a daughter named Naamah. Ge 4. 22. The poem that Lamech composed for his wives Ge 4. 23, 24 reflects the violent